Hi everyone. Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. So
Good morning, sir.
today I haven't seen any MR. Oh, okay. I saw 13 MR. Okay. Sorry guys. Let's check. So I got. Okay. So Amina, Rian, Dinesh, Satyan, Sridhar, Shwati, Samuel. Okay. What happened to CTS Tech team like Mahesh and then Sanjana? They're not
Hi,
able to
Riaz.
create. Hi. Were you guys able to create MR? Merge request for the JavaScript? Let's commit the files. Okay. Mahesh, were you able to create MR?
No, Riaz. Even I had an issue with that.
Okay. Farhan, what was the issue that they are facing?
Issue was resolved, sir. There's no issue with the repository.
Okay. Yeah. Can you check with them today, like Mahesh, Udalai, and Sanjana, to just to make sure, like they are able to create MR as well.
Okay, sir. I'll connect back to this.
Perfect. Okay, Azim. JS. Okay. Okay. Good. So yeah, let me go through the merge request. I didn't go through it yesterday, but I will today. I'll go through it. In case of questions, I will reach out to you guys. Okay. Good. So have you guys tried something on JavaScript? Any interesting things? Imran, anything interesting? JavaScript exercises, methods that you followed?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Any questions? Any challenges?
No, dear.
That's good. Yeah. Sanjana, Mahesh, any questions from your end?
No, Riaz.
That's good. Okay. Yeah. Please today work with Farhan. Make sure we are able to get the merge request. Okay.
Okay, Riaz.
Anyone else have any questions? Okay, I assume there are no questions. That is good. Okay, what do I have today? We talked about conditions, right? Okay. Okay. Today, another interesting thing. We'll talk about functions. Okay, let me share my screen. I hope the meeting is recorded. We'll check it. Yeah, meeting is recorded. Let me share my screen. Let me know when you guys are able to see it. Is it visible?
Sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's good. Thank you. Okay, so we saw variables. We saw what we saw. And I forgot variables and then collections. Yes, variables, collections, and then some of the conditions. and loops. Okay. Loops, we haven't seen much of an examples, like, there were only few things that we did, but those are basics. Okay. Now here today, let's review the functions. Okay. So there are multiple ways we can define a function and use it. Okay. So we'll check all of those, all of these ways, how we can create a function and how to use them. Okay. So yeah, my bad. I have to correct these numbers. Okay, let me pull the code. This is different code. Recent CT. Okay, I have JS here. Okay, so what do you guys know about functions? Any thoughts? JavaScript functions. It's okay. You don't have to feel bad.
A block of code.
Perfect. Good. Thank you. So yeah, functions, like, it's a block of code which would do a particular activity, and that helps us to reuse the code. Yes, thank you. Okay, so function is a like, we define a block of code. Okay, and that code can be defined and can be called, on need basis. Okay, so let's define some function and call it as needed. Okay, so let me define a function. Let me see the syntax. So this is one syntax which we follow. I believe we have already done this scenario, right? Function, we define a function name. Let's call it as age calculator. Okay, parameter, we will get date of birth. Okay, so okay, see, I like AI. New date get flare minus date of birth. Flare, it gives the age. Nice. So now, like, we have and I don't have to code anything. AI does it. Okay, so this is how we can invoke a function. So let age equal to what is the age for the given date. Okay, and that is a function written for leap year. Make use of this data. So let me save this and okay. So here we declared a function and it has a piece of code which will be executing when the function is called, and it returns as the value, and we are just using the value for further processing or further, like, needs. Okay. So let me just run this. And Mahesh, were you able to install Node in your machine, NVM?
No, yes, we have tried,
What
but
happened?
it's still unable to install.
Is still she not able to help you guys? Prasiram?
Actually, he was busy, so
Get a ticket and service ticket, and I'm sure, like, if Tulsi is busy, someone else would be available to support. They have a bigger IT team.
okay,
Yeah. And Node is, like, something, it's getting basic. So
yeah, okay,
every developer need to have it. Okay.
okay. Today I will complete this task.
Sure. Not only you, everyone in CTS Tech.
Yeah, okay.
I'm still throwing error. Why? What? throw error module not found. Someone else also had the same error, right? Earlier, or was it me? Declare a function, very simple function. It is not running. Cannot find module index.js. Yes.
Can you zoom in a bit, please?
Oh, sure. View, appearance, zoom in. View, appearance, zoom in. Hope this is okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I don't know what is this error. Have anyone have any idea? Have you guys faced this error before? Cannot find module. Module not found.
So just move that folder, JS folder, CD.
Here. CD. Sorry. It would be right click, copy the relative path. Thank you, Sindel.
Yeah,
Save
okay.
time for me. Cool. So yeah, so this is a function. Now we have written this function, and this can be used multiple, places. Okay. I'll call 2020 and someone from 1980. Okay. Okay. So see, that's the idea of functions. The functions are a code block which would be called in the JavaScript, and it will help us reduce the number of lines of code by reusing the functions. Okay. Okay. Now there is another way we can declare this function. Okay, let me use that. This is declaration. This is expression. Okay, function as an expression. Let's do that. I'll try to explain the difference between those two. Constant function fn. Okay. Again, I'll call it as age function, which will accept one parameter, date of birth, and we have a piece of code to run. Okay. I'll simply use the age calculator. And age calculator, date of birth. And how we can invoke this? We can just call age function. So here we declared this is declaration, and this is expression function, declaration function. So, and the third way is arrow function. Yesterday we used arrow function in one place. Let's call it this each arrow function. It accepts one parameter and let it return this code. Okay, let's call age arrow function. with one parameter and return the data. So like, okay, there are multiple ways of declaring the function. Okay, what is the point of declaring in multiple ways, right? So I'll share the difference now. Okay, so if I declared age function, expression function, or arrow, I'll declare the expression function. You all know Salesforce, sorry, JavaScript is interpreted language, right? And what interpreter is? So interpreter, like, at the runtime, it will transform the program and it will execute, okay, line by line. Okay. Now here, the age calculator function I have declared in line number 13. Okay. Age function I have declared here, line number 8. Okay. So if you do a function declaration, what JavaScript compiler does, it first it handles all the functions, and then it um, it would be able to use it in any place or anywhere in the code. So all functions which are declared are first processed by your interpreter. Okay, so that way the declaration function can be anywhere, even if it is at the end of the file, it still works. Okay, but if I use a expression function or arrow function, I have to make sure it is declared or it is executed first, otherwise it will throw an error. Okay. I'll call this age calculator anywhere. It will not have any problem. So log age calculator. Now I'm running. See, I'm getting an error saying that age function is not defined, or not, like, this is not at all even defined, but still it is in the same file. Okay, so the way how you declare or how you write your function matters. Okay, with the declaration, it can be defined anywhere in the program. That's called hoisting. But with the expression or arrow functions, it needs to be, it has to be invoked after its definition. Okay, if I just move these two below, we will not have any problem. Okay, so this is function hoisting. So JavaScript does that. So it first identifies all the functions, and then that is being called. Okay, so even though there are multiple ways, how it is being processed is different. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. I'm still confused. Was still confused? Let me know. Happy to help. Here, I'll call this as the function body. Function argument and function body. comma. I don't know what is the error it is showing, but there is a way we can declare function using new. Okay, this would return an object instead of a function. I do console.age fn. Okay, and let me do a console.log arrow function. All of these should be returning. Okay, it's good. Age calculator is good. I'll come to new function keyword, just a moment. So we got age fn instead of arrow function. I printed age fn. That is my mistake. I have to give age calculator. Okay. Okay. So if you guys notice, all of this return function. Okay, all of them are function. When we use the new keyword, it is not a function, it is more like an object. Okay. Let me finalize that. New function. We don't want multiple argument, we want only one argument. And this is the function body. Okay. Still it is throwing error. Let me check. JS function. The new function syntax, what the heck? Missing. Oh, I should not use parentheses. Sorry, curly brackets. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's call it a sleep year. New function. Let's see what it looks like. I'm expecting it as an object. Hope my understanding is correct. It's throwing an error. Year is not defined. Why year has to be defined? So year is a parameter. Okay. It is called function anonymous. Leap year 2000. So it is supposed to be an object. I don't know why we are getting this as a function. Okay. And the biggest advantage of using this is it can bring more dynamic content to this, like the functions can be dynamic. So this can be a dynamic text. Like, let me put it this way. Const f and var equal to, and here, okay. So like, this is kind of like, there is a concept of dynamic, like, coding, and this can be used for that. Okay. But other places we cannot do that. We cannot declare a function and then like, return a text. That won't work. So here you're declaring a function a runtime and you're using that function. Okay. Good. I want to test this. Since this would throw an error because is leap year is not, it's not accessible. So only function declaration, because of function hoisting capability in JavaScript, it works. Rest all function has to be declared first and then it has to be called. So far, it makes sense or no, doesn't make sense. Yes, no?
It makes sense, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday we had one scenario, right? So arrow function, I want to declare it this way to test it, whether it works. Why the arrow functions should be working. It works without open bracket, close bracket, it works arrow function. Anyways, I don't know why it didn't work yesterday, but it should be working. Okay, so this is parameter and this is what we are calling it as function. So this kind of things were used in your like iterators. Okay, so yesterday we had one scenario where we are able to declare a variable. Okay, variable, basically array indet year array equal to 2000, 1890, 1920, 2010. Okay, I have an array and array dot, is it array? What was the function? Entries. Okay, for each.